Hi, we're out here, I'm Jake, and we're out here on the home ranch up on top of the hill in a couple of the, right between a couple of Cabernet blocks, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about Shatter again and talk about how the grapes are developing so far. So we shot a video over at the pyramid in the back block where there was really bad Shatter, and I showed you what that stuff looked like, what the grapes looked like right when they had come out of bloom and just started to form berries. And over there you saw a lot of stuff like this, say, or like this, or like this. Things where all those little blank spots are what is now this completely dried out stuff. And what's left is this very open bunch. It's called Shatter because it looks like the bunch looks like it's been broken and a whole bunch of pieces of it have fallen out. So this is an example of what happens when those bunches look all loose and screwed up like that when they're small. And you can also see that there are these little tiny berries here, and that'll never get any bigger than that. This is a normal, good, productive grape. This is this little runt that'll never develop right. So you get two things. You get just these voids in the bunch, and then you get these miniature berries. And that's all they'll ever do. Too much of that will make the wine taste bad. A little bit of it just means fewer grapes. So you can see there's plenty of that all through here. And Andrea was saying that she thought the really exposed stuff would have more Shatter. But as you can see, it doesn't really necessarily work like that. This is funny. This has got this like retarded bunches of grapes. That was something I just pulled off a little lateral there. And you can see it's still kind of like partly in bloom. It's second crop, so it's behind the other stuff. But you can see that a lot of the worst stuff is the stuff that's actually really undercover. I'll just pull this bunch of grapes off. There's hardly anything on it anyway. And look at that. I mean, that's completely underneath the vines, so it should have been completely sheltered by from the rain, and there's barely anything on it at all. Now we're going to go look across the way here at some vines that are completely exposed and have some really good looking grapes on them. All right, look across the way at where we just were. You can see that that's probably something like, I don't know, 20 feet away, not even. And here we stand next to another row of Cabernet, same rootstock, same clone, same age of vines, a little bit more exposed to the rain. And look at how nice and healthy these bunches look. I mean, there's not a lot of fruit here. What there is a really even spread and really nice, well-formed bunches. They're a little bit loose, which is good, because that means that they're going to get good, even exposure. But you can see they're just nice and fully formed. You know, that's a pretty bunch of grapes. That's a pretty bunch of grapes. Not like the just broken stuff we were seeing across the way there. And we're so close by to it. Anyway, it's just, I mean, that's the mystery of farming. You can never tell exactly how this stuff is going to shake out. And it's one of the things that makes the wine as good as it is in a particularly good vintage. And it's what makes it impossible to make any money farming grapes.